So, people on the internet are dumb. Dumb people. There's so many dumb people on the internet. And as you can see, I'm playing Call of Duty, which means I have a story to tell everyone. And basically, before I tell the story, there's a few things that I need to clarify before the story so you understand the full story of, what I'm about to tell you. So, there's these things, right, called YouTube play buttons. And basically, whenever you reach a milestone on YouTube, you get a different play button. So, for 100,000 subscribers, right, so 1 and then 5 zeros, you get the silver play button, right? And it's a small little play button in like a glass case, and it looks like it's made of silver, and it's shiny, and it's beautiful. And then there's the next one, right? So there's 3 play buttons, and the next one is 1 million subscribers. And basically, 1 million subscribers is whenever you get, for at 1 million subscribers, you get the golden play button, right? And it's really big, and it's in a bigger glass case than the golden play button, and it's like 3 times as big, and it's even cooler. And then there's the third one, right? And you're probably thinking, what could possibly be after 1 million subscribers and be cooler than a golden play button? Well, if you can figure this out, then you're a genius. But it's the 10 million subscribers, and it's the diamond play button, right? And it's huge. It's like 2 times, like, just look up pictures on the internet if you want to see what they look like. And they're like inscribed with your YouTube name on them, and they're like super fancy, and they're crazy cool. And so basically, right, I was watching this YouTube channel, right, called What's Inside, where basically they just cut stuff open that their subscribers asked to cut open, and then that way they can just see what's inside of them. And they got the 100,000 subscribers, right, a couple of years ago, and they cut it open. They took it out of its case, cut the subscriber button open, the play button open, then they put it back in its case where it was cut in half. So it's just like in the glass case, but just cut in half. It still looks exactly the same, just looks a bit different, It's just to fit their channel of where they cut stuff open. And that video was cool. The comments were fine. Everything was good on that video. And then there was the 1 million subscriber play button, where they cut that open, and that's when the retarded people come in. That's when dumb people on the internet join in to the conversation. And oh my, are people dumb? People. Okay, I'm just gonna tell the story now that you know. So basically, I was watching the video. They cut the play button open, just like I was telling you about, and so I go to the comments section, right, to kind of see what people were saying about it, and I see 3 specific comments. These are the specific ones. There was more than I just hit markered him. Okay, there was more than these 3, but these are the 3 ones that made me, die the most. And basically, so the first comment we have is from a guy, and he says, I'm not gonna say his name because that'd be kind of immature and not very, that's just not a good thing. I'm not gonna just name out names and stuff. But he says, why would you cut open the golden play button? Doesn't everyone know that there's just more gold inside? And so, obviously, the golden play button is not made out of real gold. And so some guy responds to him, right, and says, and gives him a nice reply and says, if it was made out of real gold, it would weigh, I think he said 26 pounds. And so 26 pounds, right? And they weighed it before they cut it in half, and it was only 11. So obviously it's not real gold. It just looks like gold. Just like the silver button isn't made out of real silver, and the diamond button isn't made out of real diamonds. Obviously, it's not made out of. Oh, I was about to win right there. But so he comments that, and then some guy who responds to him saying if it was made out of real diamonds, real gold, it would weigh 26 pounds, and it only weighed 11. So it was obviously like fool's gold or something like that. Probably fool's gold, I'm guessing, is what it would be made out of. or like a plastic, and it was just like made it look like gold. But so there's that. And then so I responded saying, do you have any common sense? Like, you really think it's made out of real gold? And then so he responds to me saying, oh goodness, wait, no, that's a different thing. But anyway, so I said that, and then there's another guy who says, and then this is a little kid, right? So he's only like, 10 years old maybe, and he says, is it made out of real gold? And then so I just nicely responded to him saying, no, it wouldn't be made out of real gold. So many people have asked this that are a lot older than you, so don't even feel bad about it. And so some guy and then I also put in a question at the end saying, when will people realize how stupid that this is? And I wasn't being mean or anything. And then so some guy says, when you stop spreading hate, when people stop spreading hate like you. And oh my goodness, dude, the amount of like face slaps, I just slapped myself so many times reading these comments. I wasn't even being mean or anything. I was just saying, when is the world gonna realize how dumb saying that the golden play button is made out of real gold? And then not only that, people thought the diamond play button was made out of real diamonds. And this is where it gets bad, okay? The gold, yeah, whatever, it's, silver, that's fine, whatever. But the diamond is where it gets to the point where, it doesn't make sense. Basically, the diamond play button is made out of glass, and it looks, like it's made out of gold. And I mean, it looks like it's made like it's diamond. So basically it's huge, right? And so this guy comments, right? He thought he was, asking a legitimate question. He thought he was being smart. But he comments saying, when you get the diamond play button, how are you supposed to cut it open? Wouldn't you need more diamonds? Oh, goodness. When I read this comment, there's just no way that someone really thinks that it's made out of real diamonds. Like, do you realize how much money that would be worth? It's huge. Just look up a picture of it. Like, it's giant. It's there's just no other way to explain it. It's just humongous. And so basically, right? So we got the golden play button, it's made out of real gold and all that. And then we got the silver play button made out of real gold, and we got the diamond play button, you get free diamonds, free like 20 pounds of diamonds, like it's some good stuff, you get it all for free. And I'm really glad people have realized that that it's made out of real diamonds and gold, and are smart enough to figure that out for themselves, I mean, but out of all places to ask that question, to ask, is it made out of real gold? You go to the YouTube comment section. Like, really? Because think about it, right? Have some common sense. If it was made, if it was actually made out of real gold, then that's a legitimate question to ask. But like, as it's not, when you ask that question, you're literally making yourself look so stupid in front of so many people that it, like, why would you do that to yourself? You're literally, like, look it up on Google. Just really quick. Just it takes, like, literally, like, 20 seconds to just look it up on Google. And then, so that way you don't have to embarrass yourself. But no. People just don't figure that out because, they're dumb. And they're asking a question that shouldn't be asked in the first place. I don't understand why people would ask that question. Like, I just don't... Oh, goodness gracious, man. It's just so bad. It's honestly just so bad. Like, what the world has come to. They really think that it's made out of real diamonds. Like, oh my gosh, like, that would be so expensive, and they just hand it out for free. Like, oh gosh, man, it's so bad. It's so bad. I'm gonna die. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm doing so bad right now. Speaking about bad, I'm doing really bad. So that's cool. Trying to tell a story playing gun game. That probably wasn't the best idea. I probably should have played like team deathmatch or something. Oh no, I'm coming back actually. I should be goosh. So that's like basically my story. That's my story that I had to tell everyone. because, you know, I think people need to realize that, you know, that people are dumb, basically. That's just the moral of the story. People are dumb and don't have common sense. So, I just want to know when the world will come to the realization of how stupid everything is. Like, there's this amount of stupidity in the world is actually to the point where there's nothing we can do about it. Like, we're literally taking a step backwards in our evolution. It sounds ridiculous, but it's so true. It